Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV for what is going to be a terrific Tuesday. Yes, lots coming up for you today. Going to be really exciting. We kick off, of course, with Wake Up Call. This is a great little 2 hours for you to be able to have a little look at what's coming up through the day today, grab all those items before everybody else does, and then be able to kind of pencil in when you're going to watch us right throughout the day, because we preview everything that's going to be coming up on our craft along a little bit later on from 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We have got a fantastic craft along with the Lattice folding dies, super popular at launch. If you missed the launch, no worries, because you'll be able to pick up that deal as well as watch the craft along. And the great thing about the craft alongs is if you've already got the items that we're crafting along with, you can do it live with us because we do it in real time. If you haven't, you can pick up those items during the show and then come back to the craft along at a later date, because it's always there for you on our Facebook page and indeed on YouTube too. And then a little bit later on, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern, we have got Launch Party, where we're going to be celebrating some of the biggest launches recently, including the 3-in-1 creator card dies. Of course, we're going to be talking about dragonflies, the dancing dragonflies, which have been so popular over the last day or so. And we've got a brand new launch for you as well. If you love tags and you love a good punch, not that type of, like a, yeah, it's not violent here, is it? But a crafty punch, you're going to love the brand new collection that we've got coming up for you, which launched on 8 to 10 on their craft day on Tuesday, sold out in record time. So all that is coming up for you. It's going to be a super duper day. But of course, I am not alone. Can you imagine a whole day with just little old me? I'm delighted to say that I am joined by one of my absolute faves, a lady I have known for so many years. She's one of my favourite people in craft. It is the lovely Corrine Robinson. How are you?
Good morning. I have to think about that. I nearly said afternoon. It is still morning, isn't it?
It is just about still morning here.
Just about still morning. Good morning, Ben. No, it's lovely to be here. I'm so excited to be doing the craft along, and we've got the launch party later. Yeah, it was a really good day. Yeah, really loving it.
Lots lined up. As you say, you've got that craft along to come, and I know you've got a few samples to show us. I'm uber excited about these new tags and punches.
Okay, so shall I show you? Right, now what they do is they cut so it's one punch, but you can do 1.5 inch, 2 inch or 2.5 inch tag. And so they get the beautiful little shape at the top and the ribbon hole as well. So it's up to you. So you can see on here, I've got these, let me just lift those up. That's your 2.5 inch one, and there's your 1.5 inch one, and then you've got one in the middle. So it look lovely. So they don't just think that these are tags for your parcels. Yes, they're gonna look fantastic with your parcels, but they're gonna be elements to your cards. They're gonna be perfect for your scrapbooking and all the rest of it. But look at this, if you change it round with some, can you see we've got all 3 sizes on here, but and you've got control over what length you make them as well.
So layered tags as well?
Yeah, layered tags if that's what you want. Or look at this beautiful gift box with an envelope, and then you can just pop your tag into there as well. I just love this. So this is going to be bringing all your techniques out. If we get a chance, we might get the gilding flakes out with these and then stamp. Now, we talked about them being tagged, but there's a lot more to it. You're also going to get your sentiment stamps as well. So don't just think it is a punch. You're going to get the stamps as well, and there's multiple stamps.
And the sentiments are so quirky.
They're really good, but they're all gift themes. So what's this one? A special gift you never knew you wanted. Well, it's the thought that counts. This is for you, but I wish it was mine.
They're really
that's just a taster. So there's your tags.
Okay.
Oops, let me pick that one up. Dropped it. Now, I'm doing a craft along today. I've got a few craft alongs this week at 2 p.m. And this is, let me pick it up. This is the card that we're going to be making. So we're going to be using the Lattice die. So I've used one on the centre and a different one down the sides as well. And we're going to make that in real time. We're going to make some flowers. We're just going to have really, really good fun with that. But if you don't want to make that one, then how about some inspiration like here? So we've got 2 on there, so we can pop them just like, I love that. Very Olympic.
It is very Olympic-y.
Yeah.
Olympic-y.
Yeah, there must be a proper word.
Very...
I'm sure Olympic-y isn't the official word, is it?
It is now.
Okay then. But then, so I mean, that to me is really young and bright and vibrant, coloured in the half hoops. But then you've got something a lot more sophisticated and quite elegant. And then again, with those hoops again, how about that one? How lovely is that? Now, what you've got is for every set of dies, you have a short die and a longer die, which gives you complete control. Put them together to make it even longer. Just use smaller elements. It's entirely
Create frames.
Create frames, like you've done there, look.
Yeah.
So on this one, we've used the long one and the short one to create a perfect frame around there. So those are your lattice folding dies.
Okay.
We're going to do that, and that's going to be all about it in the craft longer. We can look really in depth about it. But then we've got our 3-in-1 cards.
These are amazing.
Dies. Now, what you've got is you've got a die that's going to do the outside. You've got a die that's going to do the inside, and we're giving you them separately, or you can put them together and create a third. Now, that's different designs. So this is like, which one's this one called? This one's, oh, it doesn't sound there, but the one with the balloons, you've got the one with the fairies, and you've got these gorgeous florals. So there's a different centre that fits in perfectly for each one. But you get the two, you get an outside, you get an inside, or you can put them together. And I just love that. But look at this. This is going to go so well with your dancing dragons, mate. Dragonflies, rather, even. Dancing dragons, it's a completely different collection.
What did you say? Dancing what?
Dragons.
Oh, right.
I messed the flies up. The flies had flown away. So, yeah, that's a different collection.
Could be a new one.
That's a new one.
Dancing dragons.
That's August.
Oh, yes. There you go. You heard it here first.
Right, so, how about that? So absolutely gorgeous. Use them together, use them individually. It's entirely up to you. And we're going to have a look at those later.
Lots to come right throughout the day. As always, if there's anything that you want to ask us, anything that you want to know, then you can get in touch. We're live and interactive on Facebook and on YouTube as well. We've got Chloe on the socials today and already joining us. Denise Mills says, good morning from Trinidad.
Oh, wow. Ooh. I wonder what time of day it is there.
What time is it, Denise? Let us know. It'll be early, won't it?
Will it?
Yeah, I'm sure. Early. I'm probably wrong. Sarah says, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Late. Huge hello to Corrine, Ben and the whole crew at CTV, sending hugs your way. We've got Johnny and Nicola steering the Good Ship Craft today, and we've got John and Jake working hard as well. Rhiannon says, hi Corrine, CTV crew and crafty friends from Ballarat, Australia. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And Rhiannon...
Please don't switch off because of Ben's accent, please. We do improve during the day.
No, we don't. Do we? Speak for yourself. Craig says, good day from New Hampshire. Laurie says, good morning from Wisconsin. And good morning from Central New York, says Stace E. And Rhiannon Govan says, I really like Corrine's dress.
Oh, thank you. Everybody seems to like that this morning.
Yeah, it's very upbeaty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We like to be fresh and upbeat.
We do. And talking about fresh and upbeat, you like the segue there, didn't you? Let's talk about the Dancing Dragonflies collection, which launched yesterday. Now, this collection was supposed to launch on HSN on Tuesday. It never got to air. Because it was so popular. It sold out. And thankfully, we had it here yesterday. It absolutely flew, if you'll excuse the pun. So many of you jumped on board and grabbed it. The collection that you're seeing right here is the standard collection, and there's nothing standard about it, let me just tell you. It's massive, it's a bumper collection with all of your papers and your cardstock. You've got foil paper in there as well. You've got the fantasy film. You've also got in there stamps and dies and stencils and so much more. However, this collection that you're seeing here with the 27 dies, 16 stamps, paper pad, vellum, foil card and more is £95.99 or £124.76. However, whilst that's amazing, you don't want to go for that one. You want to go for the bumper collection where you get everything that you're seeing right here. Plus, we're going to give you 2 lots of your 12 by 12 paper pad. You're going to get 2 lots of your A4 luxury pearlescent cardstock, and you're going to get 2 lots of the 8 by 8 foil pad. If you want to jump in and grab that, as I've said, it comes in at $153.99. or $199.95. We'll show you the details up on the screen in just a bit, but over half of the stock of that bigger one had gone. If you decide that you want to pick and mix as well, check the website, you shop the show. If you spend £50 or $60 on the individuals, you'll save an extra 10%. So there's plenty of ways for you to be able to pick up those deals and shop today. Lots of you saying that you're loving all of the goodies so far. Val says, hi Ben and Corrine, looking forward to the shows. I'll miss the craft along as my craft and chat club is today, but I will watch later, says Val in Southampton. Have a good day with that. Hopefully you enjoy it. OMG, great accent, Ben. Love it. Well done, says Sarah Brown in Australia. Thank you. Polly says, fabulous day to all from Blountstown, Florida? Blountstown. Go to Blountstown. I really want that collection so much that it hurts, says Eleanor. And Sarah says, hello, Johnny, Nicola, John and Jake, sending hugs your way from Melbourne, Australia. Now, lots of you telling me that you're loving the tags. So are we. These are amazing. And do you know what's more exciting is that we have done these at an unbelievable price. Like, do you know normally when you see like a launch, you sort of brace yourself a little bit, don't you? Because we bring you big products and you're thinking, launch, maybe I'll wait a little bit until the price comes down a little bit further because, maybe it's going to be £100, £150. We've got a launch for you today, affordable for everybody, £26.16 platinum, $37.44. And let me show you here what you are able to do before Corrine shows you exactly how simple it is to use your sentiment stamp and tag punch collection. So that is your punch that you're going to get, which I think is so super useful. It is a beast of a punch. It's a big old punch, that, isn't it? A big punch. And what it's going to allow you to do is create tags of 1.5, 2 and 2.5 inches. So of course you'll be creating those for all of your gift ideas, for all of your birthday presents potentially, Christmas presents as well. But the great thing is, as Corrine has already shown you, these are going to be absolutely super too to bring into your craft, to pop onto your cards, to pop onto your boxes as well. And even if you decide that you just want to have that effect of layering up those tags on a product, they're going to look amazing. So you've got the actual punch there to create the tags, but let me show you the sentiment stamps that you're going to get as well, because these really are brilliant, and they're not kind of like your standard, oh, happy birthday, or happy anniversary. They're very different, as you're going to see right here. So firstly, you've got, this is exactly what you did not ask for, which I love. Quirky, fun, a bit of the old hashtag bants there, isn't it? This is for you, in brackets, but I wish it was mine. I really love these. Next up, I hate presents, said no one ever. Next up, well, it's the thought that counts. I've sent a few presents like that, to be honest with you. I should have had that one for the card that I made producer Georgina the other day, shouldn't I really? Warning, warning, the contents of this package may be awesome. Next up, best gift ever. I should know, I bought it. And then lastly, a special gift you never knew you wanted. So you've kind of covered off, tags for all sorts of occasions. They're fun, they're quirky, they're very different. And just to sweeten the deal even more, we're also throwing in a roll of your jute twine as well. 30 meters of that bad boy for popping all of your tags on as well, and actually using elsewhere in your craft as well. These are going to be popular. Mark my words, it's 6 o'clock, just gone 6 o'clock Eastern, just gone 3 o'clock Pacific time. If you can get these now, I would get them, because these sold out on HSN. You can grab them with us today, but I have a feeling these will not be hanging around. Busy right now, even busier later on when everyone wakes up. £26 today in change, $37 and change if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. We're going to have a look at these with Corrine, because fun to do, easy to make, Corrine, with that punch?
They certainly are, they certainly are. So you have your punch, and what you can see on here, you've got markings on it. It says 1.5, 2 and 2.5 inches on there. Let me see if I can tip that up and then you can see that in there. You can see that, look, 1.5, 2 and 2.5. It's just marked on there. Really easy. So all you do is you cut a strip of card that's going to fit in there. And what I love about this is then you can create different techniques. So I've cut the first one, look, if I put it onto here, look, to 1.5 inches, perfect. All I do then, slide it into there and it fits perfectly into that groove. Now, if you want it slightly different widths, if your width, I'm trying to see what this one is, what's this one? So this is, oh, it's 2.5. I'll cut a piece in a minute. There's a slightly different width. And as long as you centre it in there, it'll still work. But this works perfectly. So you can put it there. We've got 1.5 inch in there. Pop it in. Push. I'm just holding it so that it's butted in as far. I don't want it to jump back. So I'm just going to hold it in there just like that. And then press it all the way down. And hey presto,
hey.
It's cut it as simple as that. Now you can have your tag as long as you want, and what we're actually going to do with our first project is we're going to then put it onto the other end. Oops. have I not put that in? Come on. Oh, God, that's it. I wasn't in right. There we go. Pop that in. Put that down. Nice, satisfying.
That was a nice punch.
Now, look at that. So that now will wrap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice little belly band. So that can be a belly band.
Belly band. I know for your card, not for your belly. You don't have to explain it to me, gallery gang.
Okay, so for your 2-inch, you're going to get a slightly different effect. Can you see if I put these on here? Can you see how it's coming a little bit more rounded?
Yeah.
And for your 2.5-inch, pop that into there, and then we can just press all the way down. Can you see how easy it is? And I mean, I'm not having to put too much weight or pressure on. And can you see we've now got that gorgeous design coming down there? Isn't that absolutely
really
beautiful?
Clever.
So you can see how it really comes together. And then you just trim it to the size you want for the other end. Really simple. And there's all the little bits all neatly together, which I can then just pop in the bin.
Gotcha.
There you go. So that's how it works.
Well, simple, isn't it, really?
It couldn't be simpler. And then you just stamp your sentiments. Look at this, though. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? A lovely little box that someone's put together with a little bit of Velcro on the top. And then a lovely tag on the front. I hate presents, said no one ever. But I mean, that is just a lovely, lovely gift. You could put anything really simple in there and it's just going to look really, really stunning, isn't it?
Absolutely right. The price is phenomenal on this. We're already really busy, producer Johnny telling me, simply for the fact that, as I say, it's affordable for everybody. And it's the kind of thing that I think every craft room will want as well, because, you know, you will adapt these into kind of, great little embellishments and tags for your presents. But how nice to have something in your craft room which is going to allow you to create tags really quickly, really simply and easily, that you'll be able to pop onto your little bags, onto your boxes, onto your presents, to kind of coordinate really nicely with that card that you've made as well. So it's a really, really lovely collection. Rhiannon's saying, with the tags, do all the stamps fit onto all of the different sizes? Well, I would imagine so.
Yes, it says, and now let me just find it. So what you've got on here is it says the size of them. So this is 1.3 by 1.7.
Yeah.
1.1 by 2, so it's obviously a bit longer.
Yeah.
1.4 by 1.8, 1.2 by 2, so that's a nice long one. 1 by 2.1, so that's a nice long elongated one. And then 1.3 by 1.3. So perfect. So our narrowest tag is 1.5.
Yeah.
And the widest stamp is 1.4.
Oh, okay.
So, yep, they are all going to fit on every tag. But then it's just up to you, like you said, where you're going to centre it, how you're going to position it. Yeah, it's your choice.
Good to know, and you're good to go. So grab these whilst you can. Very affordable, very busy for these as well. Oh, hang on a minute. 10% of the launch stock has already gone. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. 10% of the stock's already gone. Let's see a little project if we can.
We certainly should. Right, okay. So I'm going to do 2 bits of punching. So I've got a 2-inch piece of card. The hand gestures, right?
No, I just like the whole term. Like punch is such a great word, isn't it? And like we're punching a lot today,
exactly.
But not in the way you think.
Oh yeah. Right. So pop that into there. I'm just going to hold that down and punch, and that's going to be my first tag. And then I've got a piece of black card that I've cut to 2.5. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it that way over, and I'm going to punch at either end. So we can pop that in.
Such a great word.
And punch. Just there. And then I've got another piece.
And punch.
And I'm just going to, yep.
Can I press the thing?
Would you like to? I'll get you some cardstock in a minute.
Well, next time, when you need to.
Okay.
I'll come and just.
Okay. So this piece it's about just over 8.5 inches. This, if I remember right, this was the full width of my A4 card. That's how I remember I did it, and I've just scored it around. So this is going to give me, so I've got a little belly band there, and I've got a tag here. Now let me just get this cut to the right size. I thought I would do it to about this width. Let's cut that to there. Let's cut that straight across there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to decorate this one up. I've got 3 inks. They're actually all completely different inks. So I've got an opaque ink, I've got a metallic pigment ink, and I've got a blending ink. Just because when I was doing these at home, it was just the colours, they were the ones in the right colours.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come in first with my Sandstorm, and I'm just going to blend it onto here, and I'm just going to come on to my tag up at the top and blend down all the way down just like this. You don't think there's any special reason why we've got a mix of inks. It was just I wanted 3 colours that were going to work together, and when I went through my inks, they were just in different ranges, but they still all work. So blend them across just like that. Then I'm going to come back in with my yellow. Just all we're going to do is create a lovely ombre effect. And then I've got my plum jam last, and then I'm going to bring that one down to the bottom.
Beautiful.
Sometimes you can't find cardstock the colour that you want.
Yeah.
But if you start, you know, why not make it? That's my theory. Is you
and
know.
Also, like tags, just really annoying to have to go out and buy tags, isn't it? And again, perhaps you can never get the one in the colour that you want.
Exactly.
You can never get one with the sort of saying that you want. I mean, not that tags really come with.
I was listening to the radio at the weekend, and was it this weekend or was it the other weekend? And they were saying, you know, your little wins, and the little wins for whoever rang in was finding a gift bag that you can reuse,
yeah.
where they've not written on the tag, so that you've got, it looks like it's brand new. Well, that's not a problem anymore.
No.
Because you can now just make your own little tag to create. So, you know, we're going to get our little wins every day. So let's just clear off that ink. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's so, so pretty.
Lovely.
Just with that ombre ink. So I'm going to bring in my stamping platform. Even though it's a small one, I'm still going to do it on my stamping platform just because I do. I always like to use a stamping platform. So we can pop that in there, and then I can pop a little bit on there. So I'm going to use, well, it's the thought that counts. And we're going to take this, and we're going to pop this on here. So it's up to you, you know, I've trimmed this down just to give it that sort of border. This could be a lot longer if you wanted to. You know, you could be stamping flowers on there as well. It's entirely up to you. So take that down.
So you could go as long as you wanted. So you could potentially stamp on your sentiment and then decorate it with other stamps all the way down.
Yeah, your tag could be the focal point if you wanted it to be. You know, it's entirely up to you. So let's just pop that on there. So I'm just using my alcohol-proof ink. Oh, just do a little bit more.
I think this is a great idea. I think this is a must for every crafter.
It is.
Isn't it?
It's one of those things that, and once you've got it, you're like, how did I manage without that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to use it all the time. There we go. Oh, I didn't press down on that corner. There we go, I can see the ink. This is why I love my stamping platform, because the little bit that I'd not pressed down, I was able to go straight back in and do it again. So let's just put the stamp away before I lose it. And they're just such lovely little stamps, aren't they? So we can take our tag, and then it's about, this project's going to come together so quickly. So what I have got here is, I've got a piece of black card, and again, this is the full width of my A4, and I've just folded it over, and then I've got another piece, because I couldn't find some black card that was going to be in the right size to make a card. So I'm going to pop this together. So this is going to be my card base. So 2 pieces of black card. So this is, the finished size of this is 4 inches by about 7 1/4. So it's just literally the full width of my A4. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pop on it some gorgeous glitter card and then this pattern paper. But before I put those together, I'm going to pop those together. Let me do that with my tape pen. Let's just do, why is that one not coming? Come on. Let's try a different one. Oh, it's a dotty one anyway. I wanted a solid one. Let's try, there we go. Let's put that on there. So that's going to go on to my glitter paper. And then, do you remember this one that we've just stamped, this one we've just punched rather?
Yeah.
We're going to pop that, and that's going to go all the way around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that onto the front. So I'm going to pop that on there. But what I've also done is I've got another layer, and I'm going to pop this onto here, and that's just going to go just like that. So we can pop, what I'll do is I'll put some tape pen or tape runner just there, and then I've just pop it on like that. Once I'm happy, what you could do is you can bend that over, or you can just use that as a guide and cut it straight. There you go. So I've still got the border around the edge.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the same on that side. Put that one on. Oops, I want that end.
Oh, there's a lot of excitement for this coming through on
I'm
the
not
socials.
surprised.
Very popular.
But so like I was saying, don't just think it's not just for sentiment tags as such, you know, it's card embellishments, it's scrapbooking pages.
Linda says great for bookmarks with a tassel.
Yeah, brilliant.
Bookmark with the little tassel on it. It's a great idea.
So that now will go around this layer. We can pop that just like that. So let's just put some, it's up to you whether you tape this down or have it sort of freestanding. I thought we'd tape it. Oops. There we go. And that's going to go, let me see. I think that's about right. Centre that up. And then once we've got that, we'll bring in our card base and then we can put that on there. So all the way down. And that's going to go on, oops, nice and straight, hopefully. My card base is just buckling a little bit. There we go. There we are, that's going to go like that. So we're then going to use some of our jute or twine. And I've also just cut another, all I've done is I have just laid it on top and cut it through. But doesn't that look lovely? Colours go beautifully with this. Then we can pull off a bit of the twine. It's a nice big roll, I don't know.
30 metres.
30 metres?
Yeah.
That's good.
I feel like I'm rolling it all and wrapping it around the studio.
No.
No? Just to check, it's 30 metres. Can you imagine John's face if we did that?
Quality control every single roll.
We'll just go, all the rigging that we've got the lights on, we'll just hang it and like do it through all the rigging, like twice round. John, where's that twine gone?
So I'm going to tie it on there, and then once I've done that, I'm just going to come through my tag, just through there, and then which way should we do it? Should we do it through like
Now
that?
there's a good question whilst you're threading as well, and I don't know in your experience if you know the answer to this, but Linda says, is the punch able to go through thicker material, or is it just one layer of cardstock at a time? Have you had a chance to do more layers of card when you used it?
I haven't. It is a standard punch. It's very heavy metal in the back, so it could quite easily go through. I'd imagine it would go through a couple of layers without any problem. We can have a try. I've not tried it with too many layers just yet.
Okay.
Let's just go.
We'll have a look for you, Linda. We'll have a look. It's very, just to hold it, it's very substantial.
It is.
So it feels like it could go through more layers.
Let's just trim that a little bit. And then we can just, what I would sometimes do is just get a little bit of glue on that bow just to hold it in place, because then it won't unravel, because it's not about unraveling. So then all I want to do then is just to get a couple of little gems, and I thought we could put a couple of little gems just down here, all the way just there, and then one on there, and then we can do the same on our little tag, just putting a couple on there. Oops, these need a bit more adhesive maybe. I think they're all right. And then one on there, and then a final little gem, just because I can, just over there. Nice and simple, but just to show you how you can be making cards as well as tags. But just, how beautiful is that? Just really, really simple.
I absolutely love it, and it's absolutely flying, this collection already. Miriam, hello Miriam, says, I missed this on HSN. It sold out. It did. It sold out. A lot of our stuff sold out on Tuesday. It's my birthday on Wednesday tomorrow, so this is perfect. Well, Miriam, many happy returns for tomorrow, and well, treat yourself, or get someone to treat you to this today, because absolutely you deserve it. Eleanor says, I want this for all my Christmas gifts for my grandchildren and their birthdays. I know that I'll get a lot of use out of it. Honestly, I truly think that this is an absolute craft room must, because you think about all of the cards that you're making right throughout the year. You're obviously going to be popping those cards, in with boxes or gift bags, and how nice to be able to have a bespoke tag for whatever the project might be. And as I've said, tags are but you go out and you buy them, they're not the colour that you want them to be, they're not the right shape, not the right size. You've got the ability here to be able to create those tags with the different widths from 1.5 up to 2.5 inches, just like we're showing you there. And then you've got the ability to decorate them how you will. And also, of course, go to whatever length you want them to have as well. Whether you want them as a gift tag, whether you want to decorate projects with them, whether, as a lot of you guys have suggested, you want to use them as bookmarks. And we're not just stopping there by just giving you the punch, of course. You're going to get 30 metres of that jute twine, and you're going to get these really, really quirky stamps to go with them. Of course, if you've got more stamps at home that will fit the different sizes, go ahead, knock yourself out. Use the sentiments that you've got, but we've come up with a wonderful selection here, which brings you so much fun. A special gift you never knew that you wanted. This one here says, this is exactly what you did not ask for. That would be good for like a, maybe like a Secret Santa or something like that, wouldn't it? This is, yeah, like when someone gives you socks for a Secret Santa with your own face on. This is for you, but I wish it was mine. Next up, I hate presents, said no one ever. Well, it's the thought that counts. You've also got warning. The contents of this package may be awesome. And this one here, finally, is best gift ever. I should know. I bought it. It's such a cool set. It's quirky, it's fun, it's easy to do. It's a set that you will have right by your craft desk all the time. I truly believe it. And it's, well, I'll tell you what, it's early still, as I said, and it's already flying. Just over 10% of the stock has already gone. Half of our viewers not even up yet, so you can tell how busy this is going to be when it officially launches a little bit later on. Great punch for bookmarks, says Linda. Sandra says, I tend to make a matching gift tag with the cards I make with the pieces left, that I always have an appropriate tag for a gift. Yeah, so again, this is allowing you to do that tag making made really easy. And Caroline Hanley says, I've ordered this along with Sarah's book. The sentiment stamps will also be brilliant for using up tags you've previously made or have lying around, such as the blank tags that came in the Year of Craft box. If you haven't yet got Sarah's book, by the way, it is available on the website right now, and you can find out more details about her virtual book launch, which is coming up this Friday as well. But that is available on the website right now. Something else which is available on the website right now, which is still proving so popular, is the Dancing Dragonflies collection. This is the bumper, the mega collection, if you like, and over half of the stock of this has gone. This collection was supposed to be on the HSN Craft Day on Tuesday. It never made it to air because it was so popular. It sold out before it came onto the air. We've got it available for you today, and yesterday everyone bought this collection right here because you get everything that you're seeing right here, and I'll show you the boards in just a few moments' time so you see everything that you get. But with the mega collection, you're going to get 2 lots of the 12x12 paper pad. You're going to get 2 lots of your pearlescent cardstock here, and as I say, I'll show you in more detail shortly, and you'll get 2 lots of the foiled 8x8 paper pad included as well. It's £123.19, $159.96. That's your free shipping if you're shopping with us in the US. And I'll go through everything in more detail, but we do want to get onto a demo. One thing I do just quickly want to show you, which our Liam gave to me before the show, is this project right here. That project is going to be appearing on a blog on the Crafters Companion website a little bit later on today, so keep your eyes peeled. But this is going to be on the website a little bit later on today. If you want to find out more about it, read all about it and see how that was made, check out the Crafters Companion website later today, and that blog will be all there for you. But it would be good to see something live in the studio right now. And do you know what's so lovely as well is the fact that we have so many talented crafters here, is that yesterday you got Debbie's take on this. We had loads of great demos from Debbie. That's not easy to say. And then today, the amazing Corrine comes in, so you're then able to see her take on it as well. And before we get demoing this, I mean, what do you think about this collection as a whole, Corrine? I mean, it's stunning, isn't it?
I mean, hopefully you're going to show, and we'll show the detail. You've got those foiled papers that are absolutely beautiful. You've got vellums, you've got pearlescent papers, you've got
fantasy film!
Fantasy film as well. You've got, this collection is vast. There is so much in there. Thank you, Ben.
Sorry.
Fantasy film. You like that, don't you?
I'd never seen this till yesterday.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's literally, I think, my new favourite thing in craft. Forget your foam on a roll. Fantasy film, a fantasy film. No, it's brilliant, isn't it? It
is. But, you know, like you said, you can see there on the butterflies, cutting it out with the matte layer behind looks absolutely beautiful.
It's phenomenal. You get 10 sheets of that in the collection. And as I say, I will show you everything in more detail in just a few moments' time. But have you got a demo up your sleeve?
I certainly have.
Let's do it.
Should we have a go? We should have a go. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out from the water lily frame. So this is, you've got the frame and then the 2 dragonflies in the middle. So absolutely. I hope you've memorised all your facts from yesterday, by the way.
I memorised all my facts from yesterday, I have. You
Did
can
you?
test me if you like.
Go on then, what were your facts? I can't even remember what all your facts were.
My facts, I can tell you, a dragonfly can get up to the speed of, how fast do you think? Or do you know?
No.
35 miles an hour.
35, that's fast.
That's as fast as a racehorse.
Is it? Mm-hmm. And he's only little.
What?
And it's only little.
What, the racehorse?
No, dragonfly.
Oh, dragonfly's only little, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to
Wow,
flap his
that's
wings
impressive.
fast. Talking about flapping his wings fast, do you know how many times a second rather, a dragonfly flaps his wings?
Oh, 100.
Not that many.
50.
A little bit lower.
30 again.
Yeah, 30.
Wow.
30 times a minute. 30 times a second rather. 30 times a
yes,
second.
Yeah, I think it would fall out of the air.
Yeah, 30 times a minute. Be like a crane or something, wouldn't it?
Right, just to show you, this
Yep.
is cut beautifully, but I'm actually going to die cut it just a second time, just to make sure all the bits. I just find that when you've got your intricate dies, because for me, die cutting is about getting that gorgeous beveled edge around the outside of your die cuts. That's where I love my die cutting, because you get that curve to it. So by cutting it a second time, it just means everything's cut out perfectly, but also it's almost like embossing it at the same time. So
Yeah.
I just love the effect. And when you've got an electronic die cutting machine like the Gemini, it's not a problem. And look at this. I can look at this. It just looks like little pencil marks on the back. It's absolutely perfect. I can see every single one has cut. So I'm going to do a little tap. And then look, there we go. Everything has popped out. Nothing. Oh, a couple of little ones just here to push out. Look. So this is just on our multi-purpose card, because I didn't need anything fancy for that. And then the other thing I'm going to do, now I'm going to do this out of I had a little tiny piece somewhere, see if I can find it. I've got a little piece, so this is where I go, so that I know what I'm doing. I've written Nina on the top, just to, because I could. So I'm going to take that.
Nino?
Nina.
Oh, Nina.
Nina.
Sorry. It just cleared my ears out, I think. I don't know why she would have written Nino. That's what I thought you said. Maybe you were naming your dragonfly.
No. Let me just get a little piece of tape, just to put onto there. There we go.
You can also know dragonflies, what did Debbie say? Are they born under the water or something? Is that what she said,
Yes.
isn't it? They're called nymphs.
Yes,
Oh, you knew that.
I knew that bit.
Well, that's disappointing.
I love it when you get, because we get some quite big, fat, juicy ones over our pond. You know, some are like really delicate, and then you get some where the bodies are so chunky.
Have you got a pond in your garden? have
Yeah.
you? Oh, we ain't got a pond. I don't really see dragonflies very often.
Don't you?
No, but then again, I'm
Oh.
not around ponds.
We just got a wildlife pond. Did
Yeah.
have fish in it till the ducks ate them all.
What? What?
We
You
had
ducks
fish.
in your pond?
We had fish in our pond until the ducks flew in and ate them all.
Your ducks or someone else's ducks?
Not our ducks.
Ah. Well, so random ducks just flew into your...
There's 2 ducks that come back every year. And I think because we're like a mile from the River Trent.
Right.
So they come back every year to...
Eat your fish?
Well, they lay their eggs in our next door neighbour's garden because it's a bit overgrown at the back. So they can hide in the back where it's a bit overgrown. And then they come into ours to get a drink.
Right.
And then they sort of bring the babies into ours to swim on the pond. I mean, the pond's no bigger than this table, probably. Well, it's in a sort of L shape.
What sort of fish did you have in there?
We had a couple of koi and some really nice goldfish.
They came in and ate your koi?
Yeah, they ate them all.
Kois are expensive, like koi carp.
These were quite small koi. We were growing them, but they took them all. And people say to us, fish can't, herbivores, they don't eat fish. I'm sorry, they do eat fish. They do eat fish.
These ducks do.
Yeah.
They're a bit presumptuous, aren't they? Just flying in, laying their eggs, coming in, drinking your water, eating your fish.
I know. So now we've just gone with a wildlife pond. We've restocked it about 3 times, and we just said, this is getting silly.
You need to get some netting over your pond.
Yeah, but it's a really pretty pond, and it just wouldn't look as nice. So we just decided it's just going to be a wildlife pond now. I was watching the newts in there the other day when I was cleaning it, because I do like to clean the pond.
Yeah.
Like you do.
I'd love to have a pond in my garden.
You know, I get my marigolds on and I
Do you really?
I scrub the waterfall.
You got a waterfall?
You've got to have the water moving, otherwise it goes stagnant.
Yeah, but you could have a little pump in there, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's got a little pump and it just comes round and goes round.
Is it like a waterfall that's like...
No. It just comes down like that.
Have you?
Yeah. It's not posh, don't get me wrong.
That sounds posh.
But it's very nice.
Got a waterfall and koi carp, don't you know, but it's not posh.
And then I was just having a mate tidy up of it around there the other day.
Sounds very nice.
And it runs and then it goes under the deck. So when you're sitting on the decking, it runs underneath. So it's really pretty. We made it all ourselves.
Yes. Isn't your husband quite isn't he quite green fingered, or am I?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
Right, now all I'm doing here, look, can you see, is I'm just putting multiple layers together. So what this will do is it will then give it the effect of sort of like chipboard effect, you know, make it look like a really thick frame. So it's going to stand away from the card when we finish. I'm just going to put. Now you could use your dotty tape pen, but sometimes I find that when I'm doing something like this and I need to be exact, because if you don't get it lined up exactly, you're going to create almost a drop shadow, and I didn't want to do that. I find the wet glue is much, much better. I mean, I don't know. Were you here on, was it Saturday or Sunday when Craig was doing his glue school?
No, I wasn't. That was
that Joe?
Friday, I think.
Friday.
Glue school.
I know it was when they were having gremlin issues.
Don't talk to me about gremlins.
Yeah.
We had gremlins on Sunday, or the day of gremlins. I had gremlins yesterday morning as well. Got up to here with gremlins.
Well, we assume they're working all right, or either that or there's absolutely nobody watching us and we don't know about it. Right, so I've just put 3 together. I'm going to do one more.
The frame, by the way, Treasure Heart says, what size is the frame? I think it's 5.5 by 5.5, I want to say.
It's just over 5 inches.
Oh, 5?
Yeah. Not much over. Fractionally over. Does it say on here? It says 5.6 by 5.6, but the actual die cut it cuts out at is just over 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to do one more, then I'll have 4 layers on here, and it will look so pretty. And it will give it that sort of height and make it look, you know, like it's been cut out of board or something. And an effect that you just couldn't achieve, you know, cutting something as intricate as this with a single, you know, out of a single thick, like, not chalkboard, that's not the word I was looking for. Board, what's the board that we use?
Mount board.
Mount board's the word I was looking for. So it looks like it's been cut out of mount board, but obviously you wouldn't get, or you'd struggle to get a die like this.
Is that the 3rd layer you've put
That's
on then?
the 4th.
Oh, 4th.
There we go. Now can you see, look, if I turn it that way, can you see how thick that is?
Yeah.
So that's going to stand really beautifully and proud, okay, on top of my card. So that looked really lovely. So then what I want to do is, so that was out of I did that at my multi-purpose, and I did this one out of my Nina. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my green pens, and I just love the brush nib, so I'm going to come in here first with my green, and I'm just going to colour down on here, and then we're just going to bring that down. And very often they sort of have blue bodies, but I decided this one was going to have green because I could.
What are they, blue body ones around your pond?
Yeah. Blend that down.
Do you know how many lenses they've got?
Pardon?
How many lenses they've got?
4?
It's thousands.
Have they?
Tens of thousands. 30,000 lenses.
On their eyes?
Yep. But,
Wow.
when we talked about this yesterday, when you think about how, so their head basically is like one big eye.
Oh, right.
Yet they don't have a lens on the back, right at the back of their head so that they can see backwards. And I was saying to Debbie, like, you think with all of those lenses, they would have like 360-degree vision.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? You know, but no, apparently 30,000 lenses, but they can't see behind them.
Wow. They must be able to see pretty good what they're looking for then, mustn't they?
Yeah, you'd have thought so. You would think that when those rogue ducks fly into your garden, they'll see them coming and scarper at 35 miles an hour. That's why the ducks never eat your dragonflies, but only eat your fish, you see. Because fish don't have 30,000 lenses and can't move at 35 miles an hour.
Okay, so once we've done that, I'm just going to come in with, actually I could do with putting it on top of a piece of card while I'm blending. I'm going to come in with my pinks, just come down with some pink, and then, oops, and then I'm going to go in. So this is just my magenta blend.
Yeah.
Just to bring it down, just like that, and then darker colour at the tip. I do love the brush pens for doing the blending. We can then really blend that in. There we go, and then I'm going to come in with my purple, and then, oh, I haven't got a brush one. Where did I get this one?
That's a normal tri-blend.
Yeah, I thought I'd picked up brush ones for them all. Me not looking what I was doing, or somebody's put it in the wrong hole. There we go, put that one on, and then it'll do exactly the same ink, just a different nib. Let's come on there.
Great thing is, again, as well, is if you do want to colour them like this, you can do. If you want to use your fantasy film, you can do as well, because I think that looked gorgeous on those
the fantasy film behind this coloured, it's just going to pull all those colours together, isn't it? Look, absolutely.
How have I never seen fantasy film before until yesterday?
I don't know.
Skipped me by all these years. Oh, yes, Debbie was saying it's not been, I love that, it's not been on the scene for a while. Not been on the scene. Bringing it, it's making a comeback for 2022. The retro fantasy film. It is awesome.
It's just those little touches, isn't it? It's just all the things that are just going to make it absolutely, you know, just stand out. All your products stand out beautifully. There we go, do that. And then finally one on here. I just love the blendability of these pens. The effects that you can create are just amazing. Oops. There we go, do it here. Do the purple. You can't do it wrong, can you? And then the last purple. That's going to go there, and then I'm just going to blend those two together. There we go. And how does that look?
Lovely.
How does that look? Absolutely gorgeous. Should we put some fantasy? If I've got some back down here, if I have some, let's see if the fantasy film has been put into this
fantasy film
box in here. Oh yes, it's here. There we go. Has it been opened? No, we're opening this one, a nice fresh one. So what have you got in here? So this is your, as we're saying, your fantasy film, and you've got, it's 10. 26 microns, and you've got 10 pieces. So let's just get one out of there. Ooh. I think the easiest way to do this might be, I'm going to get my dotty tape pen, and oh, just a minute, that one's all used up. Let's find one that isn't used up. And then we can come down here. Now, the great thing about using this dotty tape pen is it only goes where it's needed. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get loads of string. So I can take that. It's amazing, isn't it? So
well, look
at the moment,
look at it.
It looks really blue because it's reflecting off my dress.
Yellow, I can see, green.
So I'm going to be really careful with it because I don't want to waste any. So I don't need any behind the body. Can you see? Yeah. Doesn't need any down there. So I can just bring it down there. And then all I need to do is just, actually I'm going to go in with my smaller scissors. I'm just going to cut. And can you see my scissors are just slightly angled? Come on, stick that down. Oh, I just need a little bit of adhesive just on there.
Look at the colours, just as you're like manipulating that dragonfly. It's like every single colour of the rainbow. It's amazing stuff.
It will just reflect what's around it, won't it?
Yeah.
And then we can...
Whilst you're cutting, Sandra Dundas. Hello, Sandra. Says, I have a pond and a waterfall in my garden. We get the smaller blue and red ones.
Yeah.
That's dragonflies, not ducks, I'd imagine. And occasionally we do see an emperor dragonfly hovering around. They're the big daddy ones, I guess, are they?
Must be, yeah.
The pond stage of voracious eaters of tadpoles and others.
Yeah.
And Treasure Heart says, beautiful colouring, Corrine. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Looked beautiful enough, didn't it? Just with the added colour, but now with the fantasy film added as well, this is going to look off the chart.
It is, isn't it?
Thebomb.com.
There we go. Just taking that down there. I'm doing this quite quickly for now, but you can just see how it looks very blue because of my dress. It's so clever how it just reflects everything around. And there we go. How about that now? I'm going to tip it that way so it's not reflecting off my dress. Can you see? Look.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? Okay, right, so let's just do, I've got one more little bit to do before, oh, I've got a couple of bits. Right, so what I'm going to do here, put that fantasy film just down there. Then we've got some stamps. So, and they're all lovely dragon sort of themed ones, but I love this. You are strong and you are beautiful. So we can take that and, oh, come on, we're going to pop that onto there.
Ellen just said, I love that film that Corrine is using. It's so pretty. It's the fantasy film. You'll get it in the collection. I'll go through the boards in a second, but you need to get more of it. If you're getting the collection, I would add at least one or two of the fantasy film individually into your basket.
It's your consumables, isn't it? Your paper pads, your fantasy films, they're all your consumables.
And as we said, if you like to work with, if you're doing more sort of like fantasy cards, I think the fantasy film will work well with things like your unicorns, with your fairy wings, your butterfly wings, with your mermaid tails. I think it was going to come into its own for projects like that.
It's a bit like the tags. You don't know you need it till you've got it, and then it's just going to be picked up all the time.
Exactly
there you go.
Right.
You are strong and you are beautiful. I've used the flagstone just to make it a little bit different. So that one has done, and then the other bit I've done, I'm going to do. Let's just again with my Nina card. I don't need it all. I want to show you these are now. Anybody that's seen me craft for a while will know how much I love crafting with flowers. So when I saw these, I was so excited. This is your water lily. And you can get some amazing effects by doing your heat embossing and everything. So what you've got is you've got the stamps and the matching dies. This just appeals to every little piece of me that ever crafts. This is just right, it's
right
just
up your street, isn't it?
Oh, it so is. So then we can pop these onto here, just like that. Let me put
Have you got water lilies in your pond?
Yes, we have. Yeah.
I'm just beginning to picture it in my mind now. Your garden is like some sort of like oasis.
It's very small. Our garden's really small because we built an extension on the back of our house a few years back, so our garden's really small.
Sounds nice though.
But Colin's very, very particular about the plants that go in it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They have to be unusual. There's nothing in there that's easy to come by. So there's...
Like what then? What have you got in there? Like?
I mean, even things like hellebores or the lupins or the clematis, they're ones that you might have seen, but they're all
like different
species.
Colours?
Yeah, ones that are harder to get.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'll show you a picture when it's all out because it's quite green at the moment. There's not a lot of flowers just yet, but they're getting there. There we go. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to do one more stamp.
Eleanor has said this would look so cool. Yeah, it would, with the gnome collection to make the water for when the male gnome is fishing. Yes, the fantasy film for the water.
Yes.
How cool would that look? The new gnomes are launching on the 19th of May, the summer gnomes.
There were some questions about that. Somebody was asking about, is there some gnomes?
They're the most brilliant thing you've ever seen, honestly. We had them on the preview show last weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm gutted. Gutted I won't be launching them, but yeah, you're going to love them when they come around. Gnomes in Bermuda shorts doing barbecues. That kind of thing. A lot of fun.
Right, so once you've got those there, what you then want to do is, I'm going to grab my tape, and then I can just lay my dies over the top. And there's always one that makes it easier to see which way round they go. So that one goes just there. And then you can just put a little piece of tape on. Let's make sure it's nicely lined up. Piece of tape on there. There's always one, so what I do is like I'd look for that petal. So that petal is, come on, there, I can see it, there it is. Look, can you see that's that one? And if you line up one petal, you can line up the whole thing. Instead of just looking at the die as a whole, like I say, find one element and match that up. I do that when with a lot of dies and stamps. It's always easier just to line one up and then the rest will follow. So, I mean, that's easy. That one there. As is that. And then we've got this one, so, even on the right one would help. There we go. And then the final little one is going to go just there. There we are. And take those down. It is, you know, you do need to tape them down just because even if you line them up, the act of putting the plates together is going to move them.
Yeah, you say, especially when you've got so many dies on there.
Yeah.
Better to be safe than sorry.
It certainly is. I know it's not fascinating to watch, but just to show you that it's
good practice.
Good practice. It's something that we all need to do. So that's going to go on there. And then I can put my plates together and run those through.
Julie Barlow says, cannot wait for that gnome launch. Yeah, it's coming up, as I say, week on Thursday. Thick and faster launches for you. We've got so many new goodies. Don't forget, of course, later on today, we've got the official launch of those stamps and that tag punch as well. Lots of you have already bought that. And if you did miss it at the start of this show, we'll be going back to it in just a little while. Because it's proved very, very popular indeed. As is the Dancing Dragonfly. Still loads of you buying the smaller collection or the standard collection. Lots of you now as well jumping in and grabbing that extra card as well. But I'll give you all your options in just a few moments.
Right, and once you've done that, just like I did with the dragonflies, I've just coloured some of the flowers in just to show you. Now, the other thing I also did was I cut and coloured some in vellum. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
So you get a really completely... Ooh, get it the right way up. Completely different look. So if you look, that's the same one out of card or out of vellum. So just think about what sort of effect you want. You know, you can use them together. And again, we just use the greens just to shade. But when I did them on vellum, I heat embossed them with a purple ink pad.
Okay.
Just to give it a bit of a different look. So let's put all of these together. So I have got a card base. Now, I think it's still on the show. We've got this gorgeous... encapsulated gold.
Yeah, we had the mixed, the 12 by 12, was it?
It's a 12 by 12, yes. You get three pads.
Yeah, you get the gold, the
rose gold
and silver.
Yeah,
I think they're coming up later on launch, craft along. I think they're on the craft along.
Yeah.
We can flash up the details for you. You get 12 by 12 pads, and you get the glittering gold, rose gold, and your sparkling silver. Yeah. And you get half glitter, don't you, and half...
Yes, yeah. But it's lovely, it's encapsulated.
Yeah.
Now, again, what I like to do is if you put, let's see on that. If you put that on here, because it's got gold pieces in it, but I just think it sort of blends in. It's something I quite often do. If you pop it on, can you see by putting that white border on?
Yeah.
It just gives you, makes it really, really pop. I'm going to do that with a tape pen, just because it's onto the glitter card. There we go.
We've got the details at the bottom of the screen for you there. £44.50, £51.50 if you want to go for that card stock. Coming up on the craft along a little bit later. Obviously, that price you can take off your discount wherever you are within Club Inspire.
Because I knew it was on. We've got it on the you know, during the day. That's why I sort of used it.
Yeah, exactly right. That's a great thing as well now with our shows. Of course, if you go to the website, you can, rather than kind of thinking, which show do I need to click on to watch? If you just hit the Shop the Day button, you can see everything that we've got on all the shows right throughout the day, which I think makes it perhaps a little bit easy for you to see.
Isn't that gorgeous? So what I did is I picked quite a busy bit of the paper. So this paper comes off it comes a lot more serene at the top, but I wanted a really nice sort of busy bit down there, so we can pop that on here. And then we're going to come in with our lovely frame, and we can just come in here. Glue dots work brilliantly because I'm not trying to juggle where it's, you know, trying to fit them together. But look at that, the contrast of the white. It's almost like it reminds me of looking down into like a underwater scene when you look like that. It's beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to get my sentiment ready.
Is that you looking into your pond?
Yeah.
Looking with your marigolds on and your fishing net, counting how many koi you've got left.
None. Right. Thanks for rubbing that one in.
Sorry.
Right. So where are
waving your net at that rogue duck? Get off my land! Stay away from my koi! Sorry.
Don't.
Okay. Corrine's obviously not from the southwest at all.
No.
You'll get like a scarecrow or something to stand by your pond. Yeah, to scare off the ducks. Well, a scarecrow.
I know you can put
birds.
You can put like a plastic heron.
A scare duck.
You can put a plastic heron at the side of your pond to scare off the herons, can't you?
A plastic Helen.
Heron.
Oh.
Poor Helen, what's Helen done wrong? Jane won't do it, has to be a Helen.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh dear.
Helen! Come and stand by the pond. My name's Karen. You won't do. We need Helen. A heron.
Heron.
A heron. Plastic heron.
Oh.
Why is a heron more? Why would you not have a scarecrow as opposed to a heron?
I think, yeah, Nicola
so
in our ears just said exactly the same.
Well, so ducks are scared of herons? But you're all talking about ducks flying in, so you're talking about having a plastic heron.
I said if you had a problem with herons, you'd put a heron in, so maybe...
Well, you haven't got a problem with herons, you've got a problem with ducks.
Well, we have had a heron every now and again.
Oh, no. Oh. But, sorry, I just need to labour the point here a bit. Like, you have a scarecrow to scare off the crows in a field, but if you had a scarecrow by your pond, they still wouldn't land, because the ducks wouldn't, if they saw someone, if you were stood by the pond, the ducks wouldn't land, would they? Because they're a bit, so the scarecrow would work.
Maybe it would, yeah.
I think it would. I think we need to set up an experiment. We'll have one pond with a scarecrow, one pond with a plastic Helen, and one pond with a plastic heron, and see how many fish there are left in each pond at the end of the experiment. I don't know where we're going to get all the ponds from, but
You're going to have to build a pond just for this experiment.
Your hubby's good at doing all that, so can you not get him to do that in his spare time?
Colin, build another pond. Right, I'm going to put my sentiment up here, I've just decided. And now, look, so my water lilies I've curved upwards, because that's how a water lily is, if you've seen, they curl that way. Then my flowers I've just curled round the edges. So then we can just build these up how you want. I mean, wow. Doesn't that look gorgeous? And of course you've got to put your foliage in, because if you don't put your foliage in, everything just sort of floats. And then we go, and then you'll see what I've also done is I've just used my little, my highlights, what do you call them? Your liquid.
Glossy highlights.
Glossy highlights, just in the centre. But I had to do it before I came down because they wouldn't have dried otherwise. And there we go, we can pop these onto here. Oh, come on.
Sandra says, I'm seeing a mental picture now of Sarah's sister Helen stood by a pond. Could work.
Yeah.
Or, says Sandra, you could float a plastic duck family on your pond.
I don't think I would get a plastic duck family past Colin.
No?
No. Don't think it's his thing.
No.
No. There we go.
Caroline says, ha ha ha, we'll be asking Ben in a few weeks to come, how's Helen? Still stood by the pond. Keeping away the ducks.
She's cold.
Yeah.
But she's
sick of ducks.
I mean, oh, I've missed my dragonfly.
Oh yeah, that's the main thing.
After all that, we forgot to put the dragonfly on. Let's see if we. There we go. And then I'm just going to go. I'm going to go with my dotty pen. How about putting that on just there? And I mean, wow, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? I just love all of those elements from that frame, those gorgeous flowers, the dragonfly. Look at that with that fantasy film behind it. Good call there, Ben.
Thank you.
That's okay.
That's what I'm
I'll
here
credit
for.
you with that one.
Thank you. It's a stunning, stunning card, and it's the kind of thing that you can create. Don't forget, as well, that obviously we're here to bring you the products. We're here to bring you the inspiration as well. And it came up yesterday, and I think that the majority of you do know, but you are more than welcome, if you want to get this project and copy that card that Corrine made, that's what we're here for. You're at the liberty to do that. You can copy. We're here to inspire. If you want to completely do something different, it's up to you. But the point is, when you get this collection home, you've now got projects from Corrine that you can copy, projects from Debbie that you can copy. You've got loads to be working with. But what a gorgeous collection. And I'll go fairly speedily through this because I know we've got plenty more to show you. And you can watch the full launch day show back yesterday as well via our Facebook and YouTube pages. But in the standard collection, you'll get one of these 12 by 12 paper pads, and as you can see, the papers really are absolutely gorgeous. So much depth and dimension within these. You've got the beautiful color palette, and again, double-sided, so you're not having to worry about all of your different mats and layers. You've got gorgeous artwork one side, and then you've got the corresponding color on the reverse, so that it makes it nice and easy to create all of those different mats and layers. And once again, so much to look at, whether it be the water lilies, the florals, the dragonflies, the gorgeous font that you've got running through the background as well. Kind of so many little subtle twists on each and every sort of piece of paper that you've got within this particular collection. It is gorgeous. Now, if you're going to go for the extra card collection that we've got on the screen for you, you'll get 2 lots of the 12 by 12 paper pad. That's what everyone seems to be going for right now. You'll also get in this collection 2 lots of your pearlescent card pads. So 24 sheets of that gorgeous pearlescent in those 6 different colours. Once again, you can see it all matches up beautifully for you, so you can just get crafting straight away. The other thing you'll get twice over in this collection is your 8x8 foiled paper pad, or your card pad I should say. Gives you that gorgeous resist technique, and once again, we just did this for you so you can see you've got all of the elements of the vines and the florals and the script going through there as well, so it makes it nice and easy for you to be able to create those cards, create those backgrounds as well, because everything works absolutely perfectly. So in the extra card collection, 2 of everything that I've just shown you there. Then on top of all of that, you will get your 6x6 paper pad. This one is an exact mini replica of the 12 by 12. Again, just makes it nice and easier for you to create projects of all different shapes and sizes. Individually, that's proving most popular. And what happens is, when the individuals begin to sell out, that's when the bundles disappear. Vellum, 24 sheets of that gorgeous vellum. Slightly thicker vellum than perhaps you're used to as well. Real top quality, top-notch vellum. Beautiful for your mats and layers. Beautiful for your inserts. Great for embossing onto as well, as we were discussing yesterday. And as you can see, all of the designs that you've got here, we just popped it onto some white paper for you so you can see the designs a little bit better. But all of the designs here, again, match up perfectly with the paper, match up perfectly with the pearlescent card as well, which just makes it an absolute joy to craft with. Along with all of that, your other consumables that you're going to receive, you're going to get your beautiful ribbon. 6 different colours, once again, in metre length, so 6 metres in total, plus you'll get 10 of those gorgeous Dragonfly embellishments. They are super stunning. Again, you might want to get more of those, pop more into your basket if you're into making things like your jewellery, for example, again, which we were talking about yesterday. On top of all of that, you will get 10 sheets of your fantasy film. I encourage you once again to get more, pop more into your basket, because you will be using tons and tons of this stuff, not just with this collection, but as we said, with the butterflies, with things like your fantasy collections as well. Look gorgeous for fairy wings, as I think Sandra is saying, gorgeous to create a wonderful water effect with that fantasy film too, but that's also included. And then all the hardware. So you're going to get the Weeping Willow. This one is a creator card die style, so you've got that gorgeous Weeping Willow effect with your butterflies and dragonflies, and you get the stencil included there too, so you can create your own beautiful backgrounds through the stencil. There's the water lily, which Corrine was using just a few moments ago. Stamps and dies once again to create those gorgeous, gorgeous water lilies. Then the dainty dragonflies. Funnily enough, there's 1 or 2 dragonflies in this collection. This one allows you, once again, to be able to pop that fantasy film behind to get that really, unique look of the dragonflies. The bridge, the ornate bridge, gorgeous. You've got 1 cutting edge on this, so as we showed you yesterday, you've got the ability to create a little card there, to create a little hinge, beautiful for all sorts of different projects. Then you've got edgeable technology, your water lily borders, so if you want to pop that top, side, however you want to do it, if you want to do a bit of paper piecing with that too, you can do. The gorgeous water lily frame that we showed you a few moments ago as well, stunning. not just with this collection, but think about how you can incorporate that into lots of other collections that you've got in your craft room. Once again, you've got more of those beautiful dragonflies included. Swash dies, these are stunning. And yesterday, Debbie created a beautiful frame with the happy birthday, so you can obviously join all of these up, use them individually should you wish. There's a stunning embossing folder in here too, that 3D lily pond, beautiful. It's a card in itself, isn't it, really? Use this, use the colours that you want to pop onto there, add a sentiment, boom, you're done. Fantastic card. And then we've got some wonderful Dragonfly Dream sentiments there too. You saw a few of those with Corrine just a few moments ago, but things like dream big, you've got make today amazing, have faith, and you've also got things like your birthday wishes in there too. So all of that I've shown you just there is the bigger collection, the extra card collection that everybody's going for, and we are now well over half the stock of that gone. £123.19 platinum. If you're a US customer and you're shopping with us as a platinum member, you've got your free shipping on that as well, which is fantastic, $159.96. If you want to pick and choose, again, head to the website, spend £50, $60, we'll give you an extra 10% off at checkout. What a busy show. We will give you a chance to check out your baskets right now, and we will come back with more inspiration in just a few moments' time. But if you've got anything in those baskets, head to the checkout and we will be right back.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet.
The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Thank you. I just had some fan mail delivered. Posty John's just come in.
How lovely.
Postman John. Thank you. Yeah, that's from Betsy, who sent me that card all the way from Texas for my birthday.
That's always embossed.
No, how gorgeous is that?
That's really lovely.
Thank you, Betsy. Very much appreciated. It's always lovely to receive cards from you. I had a couple on my birthday, but that's really kind of you. Thank you very much. I've never had a card delivered to me during a show, so thank you. That's put a smile on my face. Not that I wasn't smiling already. I just want to quickly tell you about our Out of This World deal. Which is coming up for you a little bit later on. Well, here's the thing. I say this is coming up for you later on launch party, but I don't know if it will, because this deal's phenomenal. It's the 12 by 12 Pearl and Paper Pad collection that we launched, I think this was during birthday actually, but it's back at an unbelievable deal. 35% off, and already you guys have basically jumped in on this. 25% of the stock has already gone. You're saving almost £31, $33. £43.99 is all you'll pay today platinum, $49.59 if you're shopping in the US. This is absolutely gorgeous, and you call these paper pads, they're not actually, because it's more like cardstock, 300 GSM.
Oh, that's card, that is, isn't it?
Of course, yeah, and you're getting 20 sheets, double-sided. This one here is your paisley pattern. Have you seen more beautiful cardstock than that? It is absolutely phenomenal. But not just that within this deal, because you're then also going to get your paisley pearl solid. So again, beautiful 12 by 12 pearlescent cardstock. This, of course, matched up beautifully with the pattern that we just showed you a few moments ago, and you're going to get 20 sheets of that, 300 GSM included too. Remember, a quarter of the stock has already gone. And then, oh, hang on a minute, this is flying. A third of the stock has now gone, producer Johnny is just telling me, because also in this collection, one of my favourite paper pads, card pads, look at the retro rainbow.
Oh, wow.
How beautiful is this?
You're only going to need slivers of this, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not going to need lots and lots of this. It's so pretty.
You know, I think, you know, perfect for putting a smile on someone's face for birthdays. You know, great for your construction, of course, as well, with that 300 weight. But literally the most amazing card pad that you're going to get there.
Oh, I'm making a box out of that later.
Are you really? May have disappeared at this rate because it's absolutely like, shush, Johnny, are you joking me? 40% of the stock of this is now gone. 40%. The fourth pad you're going to get is the gorgeous rainbow pearl as well. So once again, we've put you the block colours in that gorgeous pearl effect card, which works beautifully with the colours that you're going to get with your rainbow. So this and this, stunning, plus this and this, we've literally gone from 25% to 40% of the stock disappeared in a matter of moments. It truly is flying. I think a lot of you have just woken up, found this deal on the web, 35% saving. It's the last that we've got, low stock levels. So I think once this has gone, it has gone. Get it now. If you loved it previously and you want to stock up, £43.99 or £49.59, 40% of that stock has gone and it's flying out the door. Right. Let's go back to the tag punch. Now, what did you say? A fifth of the stock. We literally launched this an hour ago. Actually, it doesn't officially launch until 6 o'clock tonight on launch party, but a fifth of the stock has already gone. You know what they say? The early bird
Catches the punch.
Catches the punch. You are correct. But this is a good punch.
It is a good punch.
Not like you're going to get the punch itself, which allows you to create these tags in 1.5 and 1.5, 2 and 2.5 inch sizes. It's a really fab bit of kit, which we'll show you in just a second. You're going to get 30 meters of your twine included as well. And here's the great thing, a whole host of amazing stamps that you can pop onto your tags as well. Well, it's the thought that counts. You've also got warning, the contents of this package may be awesome. You've also got best gift ever. I should know, I bought it. I hate presents, said no one ever. You've got, this is for you, but I wish it was mine. Then you've got, this is exactly what you did not ask for. And then lastly, the stamp is a special gift you never knew that you wanted. Sorry, you never knew that you wanted. All of that included, Great for making tags, great for card decorations and embellishments, great as Sandra was suggesting earlier on, and Linda I think as well, saying great for making your bookmarks with as well. It's a really easy system, and it's an absolute craft room must, because if you're making cards, no doubt you're making a card to go with a present that you bought, no doubt you've probably made a box or a bag to put that present in, no doubt you're fishing around trying to make a tag, or you want to get a tag that's easy to do. This is the way to do it. Look at the price today as well. That's why a fifth of the stock has already gone. It's an amazing price. Brand new launch today, doesn't even officially launch for another 5 hours, 40 minutes. You're saving 20%. Grab it whilst you can. I've no doubt by the time we officially launch this at 6 o'clock tonight, a lot more of that stock will have gone. But how easy is it to use, I hear you cry? How easy is it to use? Thank you, Nicola. Let's have a look with Corrine.
Okay, right, so we're going to create it in a minute. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of card to 2.5 inches wide, and I've covered it with a self-adhesive, double-sided self-adhesive. So if I take that off, look, you can see it's really sticky under there. But before we do that, I'm going to do the base of my card. So you can see I've got a piece of card here that is 4.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and I've started putting some red liner tape over it. And I'm going to put some more on now. So I'm just going to go with various different strips of my red liner tape. And I'm just going to pop these on, trying to keep them fairly parallel. But don't get too hung up about it. So just put on just like that. And then I can come here. And I'm just... every time you do this, it'll be completely different. We'll just do a completely different design every single time. So I'm doing 3 strips of my fine red liner tape. And then we can pop that on there. Then let's come in with my wider one again. And let's come in just here.
Lots of love coming in for your projects today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Words like gorgeous, very pretty. And Laurie's saying, you always make beautiful cards.
Oh, that's very kind, thank you. I do try. We do spend a bit of time getting these ready, and there we go. So look at this, so we can just keep putting little pieces on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get those gilding flakes out. I know you've seen them a few times, but maybe this could be slightly different. I don't get to see all the shows, but this might be slightly different to how somebody else has done them, or different way. So let's just come one last little one, and then one more. There we go, there we are, look at that. So what I've done is I've not worried too much about the tape, and then all I do is I just use my card base just to act as a sort of bumper bars to show me where to cut, and then I can cut all the bits of the red liner off that are overhanging.
Gotcha.
There we go. So now I've got my card base perfectly covered with the red line. Just trying to get it all off my scissors. There we go. Right. Okay. So now the key to this is I'm going to use 2 different coloured gilding flakes on here. I'm going to use my... That was close.
That was nearly a Can you imagine?
There's going to be gilding flakes everywhere. And I'm also going to use my gorgeous rose gold as well. So turn them that way, you can see. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if I take all of the tape off at the same time, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off tape for one colour at a time.
Okay.
So let's just come off just like this. So again, not necessarily always consecutive ones. We're just going to do some sort of random patterns, just taking these off just here. There we go, right. So you can see I've taken about half of them off, and then I'm going to get these out. Now, what I love about these, these are amazing. You get some really quite big pieces in these tubs. So I'm just going to come on here, and I'm going to pop on all my gold first.
So the gold you get within the kit, don't you? We've put at the bottom of the screen details of the blush, which gives you your rose gold, your soft rose, and your pretty pink. We've got lots of really lovely colours.
Look at this big pic. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you get some cracking pieces. So you can just come in along here and just...
And the great thing is a lot of it goes back, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
I saw Craig yesterday had sorted all his out, and he's put all of his, he's decanted them into like
Who's this?
Craig.
Oh, yeah.
Into plastic boxes, much bigger plastic boxes. Well, I think he's bought himself, because we got given, to do these shows, you know, to get ready, we get given a set.
Yeah.
I think he's bought himself an extra, look at this, lovely big piece here.
Oh, yes.
He's bought another set, so he's decanted them all down.
Yeah, I think I remember, because I did some Gilding flake bits and pieces with Craig a while back, and when he did it, he sort of, I think he created like a bigger background, and I think he just took the whole card and like dunked it into the box.
Oh, right,
and
okay.
Did it that way. I think that's maybe why he puts it in a bigger box.
Yeah. So all I'm doing now is I'm just covering the tape. And don't worry, you can go back in and fill in little bits. And like you say, most of this is going to go back into the tub.
Yeah.
So it's perfect like that. And you know, you don't have to do it in a single piece.
No.
Just pop in. But don't take all your tape off at once, because you're not going to be able to stop it going on to, you know, if you want to do 2 colours or 3 colours,
yeah.
You're not, oh, look at that, oh.
Oh, I love all the noise. Ooh.
Sorry.
Connie just says, I saw Craig storing them in bigger tubs, so I got tubs from the dollar store to store them before they got here. And they do last a long time, the flakes. They do, because you'll see a lot of what Corinne's using now will go back into the
certainly will.
box. I think my huge haul of creative expressions and all the gilding is coming today, says Marsha. And Miriam says, I'm waiting for my gilding flakes to arrive. We've got my extra containers to put all the leftover bits into. Because that was the other thing a few other guys have chatted about, which you probably do as well, is... if you're using like different colours rather than putting them all back in the same box.
Look, can you see?
Yeah.
This is my.
I love
this is my spare one.
Yeah.
This is all my bits.
Cool.
I've got some gold, some rose gold, and some silver in there. So there we go.
Create a different effect, wouldn't it?
So then I can just brush this down. Just come on, stick down. There we go. How perfect does this look? But what I wanted to show you is, you know, we say to you, oh, you know, this is all. This demo is going to be all about your tag punches as well. But you don't have to, you know, everything works together. So, you know, whether you're going to be using your gilding flakes with your dancing butterflies, or, you know, whether you're going to use your tag punches with your lattice frames, you know, everything works so well together. You just need to just go in with a little sponge that you get in the kit, and you can see it's really, really tidy. So I'm just going to get rid of those gold bits first.
Could you use your tape pen if you wanted to create that effect?
Yes, of course you could. Yeah, yeah. Oh, now just be warned, try and keep them as contained as you would, because they're not very good at being you can't hoover them up, because they just dance in front of the hoover.
Oh, do they?
They just blow away, yeah. As fast as you go with your hoover, yeah, you just can't. Right, so now I'm going to take my remaining backing off. Can you see now?
And what colour are you going for next?
I'm going for that lovely rose gold.
Beautiful.
I am a bit partial to a rose gold. I do. There we go. So we can, because that's, you've got the bundle of the 3 colours in that one.
I can show you
I had that
very quickly as well. The blush is that one there.
You can see the colour. Can you see the? Oh, there, you've got them there. Oh, yours is better than mine.
Is it? So you get rose gold, soft rose, and pretty pink.
Yeah.
And these are just the other bundles that we've got available for you as well. So Cosmic Outer Space. You've got your patina. Wasn't there a song? Funky Cold Patina. Oh no, Medina. Funky Cold Medina. And you've got your Carnival as well. That's the most popular one. The colours that you've got here are included in the kit, and you can buy those individually. The gold, silver, and the copper. There you go.
Right. Now this one seems to be a lot smaller pieces, so I'm just popping it on, letting it attach to the tape. There we go, come on.
Whilst you're sticking,
Going.
Brenda says, good, terrific Tuesday, everyone. Eleanor says, I can't wait till my gilding flakes arrive. Nikoni says, late to the class, good morning, Professors Ben and Corrine. I like being called a professor. I like that. Hello, the CTV crew. We've got Johnny and Nicholas doing the Good Ship Craft today. We've got Jake and John here as well. Hello to Team Social. Caitlin on the social right now. And hello, everyone watching. New Jersey is still very windy. I don't know why I laughed at that. Eleanor says, thanks for a great show. Glad I jumped on. I see everyone in a little bit. And lots of love for the Sarah's Signature collection coming through as well. And actually, Sandra also saying, Ben, you need a pond in your garden. Oh, right. You need a pond in your garden. Start digging and don't forget the waterfall. Yeah, I need to get my garden sorted out first, because
you've not been in there that long, have you? So
I haven't. And I don't want to talk about too much, but the garden's a bit of a sore point.
It'll come together. The best things are worth waiting for, Ben.
Exactly right.
Ooh, dear me. Right, I'm going to get up these bits first.
Ooh, hello.
Look at this.
Here we go. Start the fans, please.
Don't. That would not be funny. That would not be funny. I was doing these yesterday.
Yeah.
And my husband came up into my craft room. I went, don't move, don't breathe, don't sneeze. He's like, why? What's the matter? I went, gilding flakes, don't breathe. Look, this is why you need a bigger tub, because those just aren't going to go back in. I'm going to move that to one side because I will use those again in a minute. But there you go. Can you see this gorgeous background? Then all you need to do is just brush all the spare bits off, just like that. Woo, there we go. Sorry, I need to stop making the sound effects.
Don't breathe.
But how, like, look at
That's
that.
gorgeous, Corinne. I love it.
Absolutely beautiful. Right, so another way we can do this is... breathe, Corinne, breathe, Corinne. Right. The pressure of these gilding flakes. Right, so remember, this piece of card now is... It was 2.5 inches, and it's got my double-sided adhesive on. So pop it in all the way down, and then, come on, it won't go through.
Ooh,
there
you go.
It's just going to go through the adhesive. There we go. Look, straight through. I could feel that it wasn't it was bendy table. The table was bending before it was.
Was it?
Yeah, taking the pressure. So now I'm going to take this off here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round and I'm going to... Oh no, think it through, Corinne, think it through. I didn't think that through, did I? I didn't think that through. Oh, come on, Corinne, save it. That would have worked if it had been on the table. Oh.
No.
And I'm sticking it down. Oh, I didn't stick that through.
Have you saved it?
Okay. Oh, I didn't think that. If it had been on there, that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
That would have worked. Oh dear. I'm just getting so
best laid plans and all that.
About these gilding flakes. I'm trying not to get them everywhere. There we go. And then once you've done that, I'm then going to go off. And then I'm going to come in with some gold ones.
Stop laughing, the flakes will go everywhere.
I know. It's not helping, is it?
Do you want a question from Eleanor?
Go on then.
Can you use the gilding flakes with embossing folders like you do with the gilding waxes?
If you... You'd have to put a medium onto your embossing folder. You know how we letterpress with ink?
Yeah.
If you did it with a sticky adhesive on your embossing folder, put it through your die cutting machine, and then the glue would go onto your card, onto the embossed, and then once it's tacky, you can then put your gilding flakes on. That would work. Or you could get like a quickie glue pen and pick up highlights.
Yeah.
That would work as well.
So possibilities.
Yes, there's different ways. Right.
Brenda says, glad I'm seeing this. I never knew how to use the gilding flakes.
Don't follow my example today. Look at this. It's everywhere. Wow. Oh, right, so you can see, this is why I have my... Now, this isn't going to cover properly because I made that silly mistake of attaching to the table, which was really silly. My theory was good.
Yeah,
it was just my execution was poor. Right, so once you've got it like that... Has everybody else got into a mess with the gilding flakes, or is it just me?
Debbie got in a bit of a mess last week, I'm just being told. But I think gilding flakes generally create a lot of mess, don't they?
Yeah.
What day was it when I got it all over the floor? Was that Sunday? And Tracy, it must have been Sunday because Tracy brought me in the broom to sweep it all up. So I'd thrown it all over the floor.
Okay, ignore the white patches there, but can you see how it looks gorgeous in the two-tone colours?
Yeah.
We're just going to go with it. We're just going to have to go with it because I've not got one that's complete. So now all these little bits...
In your mix jar.
I'm going to put them in my mix jar.
Do you know what as well? This collection is a great way for you to sort of say to yourself that you should eat more takeaways as well. Because Miles just said, save your takeaway plastic boxes to put your gilding flakes in. So, yeah.
Yep.
If you need an excuse to have a takeaway, gilding flakes are the excuse.
Right, okay, so we're getting there. So imagine there was gold on that. So what we're then going to do is I'm going to take this on here and I'm going to pop this on here. Now, when I did mine at home, I used a StazOn ink, but then I stupidly forgot to bring it with me. So I thought, oh, what else can I do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat emboss onto there, and that will cover. So, you know, your normal water reactive ink isn't going to cover, it's not going to stick to there. So I've got this on here. I can then take my stamp, and it's great to do it after you've stamped the tag, because then you can get your positioning much better. And we can pop that on there. So what I've got here is I've got my opaque ink, and I've also got some embossing powder. So that's in place. Let's do this on here. There we go. And that's going to go. And the great thing is, because I've used double-sided adhesive, I'm not waiting for any glue to dry or anything like that. Because, you know, if you use the glue out of the kit, you just need to wait till it goes tacky. Let's just do one more coat of ink, just so that we can see it. White looks absolutely gorgeous. If you've got a clear embossing pad and then some white embossing powder, that looks beautiful on top of your gilding flakes. There we go. Right, so let's do that. I really am pushing it today, aren't I? So I've got gilding flakes and embossing powder. I'm really pushing myself here, aren't I? So let's put that onto there.
I see John pacing up and down the corridor out there. You can see what's going on.
Am I stressing him?
He's watching you on the monitors. It's like, what's she up to?
Yeah, it's going to take the 2 hours between the two shows to clear up, isn't it? So
We've only got an hour.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, first show.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
At least you're having fun.
It'd be brilliant. Oh gosh, what's going to happen now to all these gilding flakes on my table when I've been
Do you want me to stand and like block them? Here we go.
Oh.
Corinne's staying behind today to clean up. 8 o'clock will be gone. You'll still be at 9 sweeping it all up, I think.
Oh, this is going perfect.
Live TV, says Eleanor. You just never know what's going to happen. Carol Ann says, bless you. And Shaddai says, nice nails.
Thank you. They were until they got covered in gilding flakes.
Yeah. They look even more sparkly now.
There we go, right. I'm going to show you one that I've actually done, but look, can you see how? There you go, look at that.
I like it a lot.
And then, if you then bring it, can you see? There you go, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Perfect,
perfect.
So we're going to pop that onto our card base, and let's just pop this on. I've got gilding flakes where you don't want gilding.
Demo of the show right there. We'll get you to vote. We'll get you to vote for your favourite just a bit.
How Debbie gets asked to do. You know how?
Oh, wax seals.
Yeah, wax seals.
Yeah.
They're going to come to me, aren't they? And they're going to be asking me to do
gilding
flakes. Right, just to jump on, I've got this one here, and these are our foam pads that come with the kit, and I've just put some extra gilding flakes on there just to show you that, and you'll see all those. There we go. This is going to go on here, and that's going to go on just there. And then I've got a matte layer for my tag. All I did, can you see, is I just drew around it so that it made it slightly bigger to give me a matte layer. And then we're going to pop some ribbon through the two. You can stick them together, or you could just use ribbon to hold them so that they sort of slip a little bit, which I think is quite a nice effect. And then I've got, take the back off my foam pads, just something, just a little bit different. Oops, take that one off. And that's going to go perfectly over those foam pads, just like that. And then there we go. How about that?
And breathe.
But not too hard.
Not too hard.
I
really like that.
like it. It works. It does work. It looks absolutely fantastic. There you go. You can see it does look awesome, as it says. But you know, just to show you how everything that we bring can be mixed together.
A wonderful demo. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Thank you.
My favourite of the day so far. We'll get you to vote for the demo of the day, demo of the show rather, in just a few moments' time. But get this whilst it's still here, because this is absolutely flying out of the door. As I say, considering it's very early in the morning across the pond, so many of you have actually grabbed this collection already. Really, really affordable today. That's the great thing about it. It should be over £40, nearly $60. Platinum members are paying nowhere near that today, just £26.16 or $37.44. So you're going to receive that punch. We're at 30% of the stock gone. Another 10% of stock has just flown out the door. So by the time we get to around to officially launching this later on, you can expect not much stock to be left if it keeps going at this rate. So you've got the punch that allows you to create your 1.5 to 2.5 inch tags. Also included 30 metres of your twine, and then all of those stamps as well, which are just the cutest things ever. And the sentiments that you get are just so different. It's nice to have your stamps that say things like your happy birthdays and just for yous and that kind of thing, but also it's nice that you get something a little bit more quirky as well. So a special gift you never knew you wanted. And you've also got, this is exactly what you did not ask for. Also, this is for you, but I wish it was mine. I hate presents, said no one ever. Best gift ever. I should know, I bought it. Warning, the contents of this package may be awesome. And then lastly, you've got, well, it's the thought that counts. It's a really fun collection. And as you said, the fact that you've then got all of this, plus you've got that, that tag punch as well, that's going to be great for making all of those tags, for those boxes, for those bags, for those presents, but also as decorative features too. And once you've got something like this, it's going to encourage you to make more of those tags all year round, whether it's going to be for birthdays or anniversaries or retirement gifts or Christmas. This is something that you need in your craft room. Grab it whilst we've got it at that amazing price today. Now, let's, before we have a little bit of a look back at other goodies that we've got coming up today, get you voting for the demo of the show. Corrine's got them all lined up the other side of the studio. Let's recap and remind you, I wonder which one you're going to be voting for.
Right, so we started off with our tag. So we used our tag to make like a belly band to go around it, and then we had another tag. We used our Sarah signature collection. Don't forget, we used that gorgeous iridescent paper, that fantasy film behind there. We did some colouring, and then the final one, we brought in our tags with our gilding flakes.
So 1, 2,
yep,
or 3. You've got about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so to get your vote in. If you're loving the gilding flakes and you missed out on the launch of these last week, then you might want to grab the bumper pack. So this is your foam shapes and your gilding flakes. 96 foam shapes, 3 of your gilding flakes pots and your toolkit. So your flakes are here. So, oh no, these aren't your flakes, Ben. These are your shapes. Getting my shapes and my flakes mixed up. So really cute, right? So you've got those foam shapes here that you can simply pop off the backing once you've added your gilding flakes to. We've got a whole host of different things for you to be using here. So you've got your swaddles over this side, swaddles, 39 of those. And then this side here, things like, funny that, dragonflies and butterflies and beautiful birds and foliage and the birdhouse on there as well. So a really cool idea to be able to create dimension to all of your projects. So in total there, yes, 96 of your foam shapes. You're then going to get the gilding flake kit as well. So that includes your glue and all of the tools to be able to apply it properly. And then, in literally the biggest tubs you've ever seen gilding flakes in, you've got all of these gilding flakes. As we said, these are going to last you a long time, and as you saw with the demos from Corrine, you apply a lot, but actually not that much of it stays on the product. So get ready to be using these for a long, long time. And if you want, as we said, get some bigger tubs. I like Marsha's idea of using takeaway tubs to store these in. Just makes it a little bit easier to decant and dispense these. But you'll get 200 ml of your gold, your Oriel, 200 ml of your silver or your argent, and you've got 200 ml of the burnished copper too. So that's your bumper pack at £23.99 or $32.44. And then on top of that, we've got all of the different colours available for you as well. Shall I show you those now? The extra ones are as follows. I'll show you them in real life rather than on the board. We'll do the blush first, which is this one here. Did I get it out? So these are 50ml pots for you, but again, still plenty of gilding flakes within those pots. So the colours that you're going to receive in there are your rose gold and your soft rose, and then you've got that pretty pink as well. I just love these, and I understand why you guys went absolutely wild for them, because you normally think of gilding flakes in your gold and silver, never in colour palettes like that, but you've got 150ml right there, 3 pots of the blush in total for £11.99 or £13.56. Next up, good job. Good job that the lid was on. I just wanted to show you there how sturdy the pots were if you do happen to drop them. What's next, did you say? Oh, Cosmic Dave. These are gorgeous. So in here, you've got your Outer Space, Blue Moon, and Starlight. Can you hear what I'm saying? Starlight.
You Madonna?
No. Can't remember who that was by.
Oh, she did Star Bright, didn't she?
Madonna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Star Bright. No, mine was, no, it wasn't. Mine was Supermen Lovers, it was by. Supermen Lovers, you know the one that I'm on about. Anyway, Starlight, Blue Moon, and you're Outer Space. £11.99 or £13.56, and you will get 50ml of each of those. Next up, the one which I believe has been the most popular, Carnival. Oh yeah, you can understand why as well. The colours here are amazing. Hang on a minute. That's not the right one. That's patina in the Carnival box. Who's not put these back in the right box? Joe. Who's not checked that they're in the right box? John. Craig. This is your Carnival. So in your Carnival, you've got your Midnight Mauve, your Deep Iris, and your Lapis Blue. So all of those 3 colours are included just there. Ooh, absolutely stunning. That's been the most popular in the collections so far, £11.99 or £13.56. And then I'll put these in the correct boxes for the next presenter who comes along. You've got your patina. Just double checking. Patina is the verdigris. Looks like lots of that's been used by somebody. You've got your rich copper, and you're also going to receive your sun glow in there as well. So again, 50ml of each of those glorious colours for £11.99 or £13.56. I shall be very responsible and pop those back now into the correct boxes, because I'll only throw myself later on, won't I? So I'll do it again later. Those, as I say, available right now on the web if you want to grab them. And the easiest way to shop for all of these goodies is to hit the website and hit that Shop the Day button, which will show you every single thing that we've got on the show today, a little bit later on Craft Along. And then, of course, tonight when we've got the official launch, the launch party with all of those brand new goodies. Lots of love coming through for the lovely demos today. Beautiful cards, Corrine. Love how you make your own background with the gilding flakes. And Gillian Grady says, oh dear, I went from wanting 2 items to the full set. I ended up ordering the collection with extra paper. This is the Dragonflies, plus extra 6x6 and fantasy film. Fantasy film! I tried to be good, but it was a big fail. It wasn't really, Gillian, was it? It wasn't a fail, really. Here's the website, by the way, and it's really, really nice and easy for you to shop. You see Sarah's boot there. If you want to grab that, you can do. There's your sentiment tag stamps and tag punch. If you want to go for the dancing dragonfly, you can. And if you do a little bit of a click there, you can scroll down to your Shop the Show, which brings you everything indeed on the show. And then we've got a Shop the Day page as well. So it depends how you want to do it. But there's lots of really easy ways to shop. And of course, on the website right now, you can shop and you can watch at the same time. Here you've got all of your gilding flakes individually. You can see all of the individuals for your Dancing Dragonflies collection as well. It's such an easy way to shop. A really, really lovely experience. And as I say, everything is there for you. The great thing is also about our website is that if you do perhaps click on something and it's not there or it's sold out, you can actually get notified for when that comes back in stock via email. So it's a really, really really good website to shop on. Mary Lee says, Corrine, I can't stop laughing. After the launch, I had the Enchanted Dreams Gilding Flakes. I tried some of the ideas and had gilding flakes everywhere, just like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's easily done. And that's what I love about this place again is, you know, if something happens that's not supposed to happen, we're going to show you. Warts and all.
I was going to show you, I was going to make this, but I never got a chance to do it. Look at this. This was a glass plate. Let me see if I can show you that one. Look at that. Glass plate that I put gilding flakes on the back and then just painted it over the back. But how effective does that look?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Just like a server now, you can make it completely individual, whatever colour paints you've got, just use an acrylic paint. But doesn't that look fantastic?
Again, shows you all the different mediums you can use them on, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
3-in-1 creator cards. We'll see these in launch party a little bit later on, but we thought we'd just give these a little bit of a highlight to you. Launched on the 3rd of May, and these are fantastic because we know that you love our creator cards, which do exactly what they say on the screen. They create a card for you with one pass of your die cutting machine. But these go a little bit further because if you want to go all out with like your celebration cake here, for example, and create that creator card with that amazing die cut with the cake, with the amazing detail around the outside that frame, you can do. But the fact that you've got the separation of the dice here means that if you decide that perhaps you just want to use that beautiful frame and maybe you want to pop in something else from this collection, or indeed use that frame and then pop a sentiment in the centre rather than the cake, you can do because they're totally separated from each other.
Sentiment tag would fit in there very nicely.
It would, wouldn't it? Absolutely. And again, if you decided that you just wanted to use the cake separate away from the outline there, you can do. So do you know what? We've made it so versatile for you once again. This is the balloon bouquet, which I think you showed a little bit earlier on. I like this with the fact that it looks amazing altogether, but I think this outline here has got a very sort of 4th of July look to it as well, with the fireworks going on. So you could separate that from the balloons and use that there if you wanted.
I love the balloons, but I'm just imagine cutting that into like an oval or something just on its own.
Yeah. You've got the fairy as well. Fantasy film. Would look good, wouldn't it?
Shaker card.
Shaker cards, yeah. Again, glorious background. That background, again, would probably work quite nicely with elements from the Dancing Dragonflies.
Yes.
You know?
It just shows how all the collections work together, doesn't it? And you've got to remember what you've got because everything will just mix and match.
Daisies and dragonflies, again, you know, so much detail with the frame, so much detail with the dragonflies. And once again, you've got the ability, if you want, just to manipulate those wings up to create, I can't do it, but you can pop out those, fingers and thumbs, you can pop out those wings to create a little bit of 3D and get the wings fluttering away. Similarly with the butterflies as well, pop those wings out to create that beautiful effect. And then you've also got, the floral peacock, who looks gorgeous, looks so beautiful and regal within that beautiful rose border. But again, separate the two, you've got, you know, potentially loads and loads of completely different projects right there. £66.24 platinum price, or $76.60. You'll be seeing a lot more of those later on launch party from 6 o'clock this evening. Again, just a few little samples here to show you. So you've got the fairy there with the shaker card. Then again here we've got the butterflies. That's a great example of how you can just lift those wings up, pop some of the mirror card behind, which looks amazing, and then in this instance use the full effect, so use the frame there too, just popped onto a lovely card front with your paper behind. Looks great. And similarly, if you just want to use, in this case, the dragonflies on their own, you've got the ability to be able to do that, but then you can see the frame has been used on the base of the card.
That's effective, isn't it?
Really clever. 65.24, 76.60. Do you want? We'll have a look at the Dragonflies collection as well. And I'll tell you what. Should we have a look at some finished cards from the Dragonflies collection?
So I've got this gorgeous one. I love this one. So this is, all of these are from the Dragonfly collection, but look at this. So this is using those smaller of those water lilies that we just used over that gorgeous bridge, and again using some of those beautiful dragonflies. Oh, is that one Debbie's that she did?
Yeah, one demo of the day, didn't it, that one?
All right. And then we have this one, sort of just like a fold back card. Looks really lovely. I love this, just keeping the colours really, really simple, but using those edger dies to give, you know, real focus. But how about this for, you know, a box with the detailing? And look at that with those little embellishments. You showed the embellishments, didn't you? Look at that with the little embellishments just hanging down. I have to admit, these water lilies is just appeal to me. Then we've got another fold back one, again, making the most of that, that bridge. And then I love this. So this is using that foiled cardstock, and then I think it's been inked over the top to really bring out the colours, but again then just using, that's the same paper as I used in my demo. Let's see what else. Oh, we haven't really mentioned this embossing folder.
Oh, no.
Look at that. I had a different one. That one was there using it, and then I had another one. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, it's here. But look at how that's been letterpressed, the way the colours have come out. I love that. They're just all the sort of different colours, but it works so well with that background, doesn't it? Really simple. One pass of your embossing folder, one of your charms, your sentiments that you're getting in the kit, the paper that you're going to get, and that is perfect. But you can also make it a little bit bigger if you wanted to, and make it as a easel card. But look at that paper, and I think people have really sort of added their inks to that foil background paper, really to, you know, make it personal. But these are just beautiful. Oh, I haven't even showed you this one with this die. Is that a die and embossing folder?
Oh yes, with
It's beautiful, isn't it? Do love that. Oh, and the stencil in the background.
Yes.
To create that.
That's the Weeping Willow set, that one.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
There you go. I just think it's such a beautiful collection, and there's such a vast range of things, from your papers to your dies, embossing folders, stamps, all your different papers, that you're going to, you know, no two projects are going to be the same. They can have completely different looks about them.
And the great thing is, there's still stock available for you. So we're showing you here the full collection. All right, it launched, as we said, on HSN, didn't even make it to the shows, it was that popular, it sold out before. We, however, brought it back to you yesterday. This collection that you're seeing here is everything that you were going to get if you go for the standard collection. So all of your papers and your cardstock and your foil pads, all of your fantasy film, all of the stamps and dies and everything else. However, if you decide to go for the extra card collection, which is the details on the screen right now, you'll get 2 lots of your A4 pearlescent cardstock. You'll also get 2 lots of your 12x12 pad and 2 lots of the foiled 8x8 pad. And it basically works out, the deal here means that the vellum pad that you get in the extra card collection, it basically works out that you get that for free. And the majority of people, knowing that half the stock have gone for this, because you guys always want to have more of the consumables, and I know a lot of people have gone for the extra card collection and then added more of the fantasy film in, added more of the 6x6. That's proved really popular individually as well, and of course that 12x12 has been flying too. If you want to pick it up, still available for you. Over half the stock has gone at £123.19 platinum. US viewers, $159.96 platinum. That of course though does bring you your free shipping as well. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Alicia just saying it didn't know how versatile those gilding flakes were. I must now consider purchasing them. They will be up again for you a little bit later on, and I'll remind you about the shows in just a few moments' time. But before that, what about the demo of the show?
1, 2, or 3.
It is number
2.
2.
There we go. Absolutely gorgeous dragonflies. I think it was your input with the fantasy film behind that did it.
Well, if you allow me to take a bit of credit there, I absolutely will.
Perfect.
What a brilliant show. We've got so much still to come. So in just over an hour's time, we've got a craft along coming up with the Lattice folding dies. Also during that show, I believe we've got a lovely lady who's going to be crafting along with us from the US. Pam is going to be here with George the dog as well, I think. I don't know if George will be making an appearance, but hopefully so. We always like to see George when Pam's with us. So that's coming up for you. And of course, if you have got the Lattice folding dies and you want to craft along, if you check our socials, you should be able to see all of the details of everything that you'll need to craft along. The great thing is though, if you have got the goodies and you haven't got time to craft along with us today, you'll be able to watch that show back at a later date. And then of course tonight from 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern time, launch party with the official launch of the sentiment stamps with that tag punch. Well, here's the thing, 30% of that stock has already gone. We don't officially launch it for another 5 hours. So what I would say to you is, if you've seen it on this show and you're thinking, oh yeah, I might grab that on launch party later, I get it now, and you can see more demos a little bit later on, because I think that one is going to fly. It's so affordable, so usable, and I think everyone's going to want to grab that. As everyone begins to wake up across the pond, that is only going to get busier and busier. We'll also feature more of the dancing dragonflies as well. Thank you so much over there. I guess you've got a lot of clearing up to do.
I have.
Oh, John's just walked in the studio. I won't tell you the story, John. He's coming in. It wasn't me. It was all. I tell you what, I'll leave you to chat, Corrine. I'm going to go and get me lunch. They'll probably still be cleaning up in about an hour's time. Hopefully the studio will be back to normal by then. Until then, bye for now.